Incoming transmission. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough, where apparently we have some fighting along the way where I need to...
Then he's in trouble.
Yep, Erend. It's literally is Erend. He's in trouble. I kinda doubt he will perish. Let's see if I can silent strike. That takes care of him. Please let me do. Ah, you ran away. He was really close to do a silent
Glad
strike.
that's over with. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. Right, let's... Wait, where did you go?
Come on over here and have a word.
Oh, okay, over there. I thought you glitched out for a second. Okay, where to?
Come on, what are you waiting for?
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Do I need to worry about you?
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober, so... no.
Well, I'm glad you're thinking straight at least.
Don't get used to it.
So, what exactly happened to your sister?
Tell me exactly what happened to Ersa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men. But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. And maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush. The Shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Erend.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
But still no idea why she left.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
But why Shadow Karja?
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ersa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
Okay, show me the site then.
All right. Show me where Ersa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
Ooh, that's a nice hammer you got. Erend. I won't mind if I get one of those instead of the spear.
Why would Ersa come all the way out here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Where exactly are we going? Ooh, is this a chance?
Shadow Karja territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft.
This might be going towards the city ruins.
Almost there.
Or close by at least.
Alright, this is it. Where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something? Please.
Yep.
I need to find the bastards that did this.
Nice, close by to the city.
These look like drag marks. Arrows scattered there. Those bloodstains are not the kind that would pool around a corpse. A Shadow Karja spear.
And what else?
It must be Shadow Karja armor.
No, which one will advance the story automatically? So I don't wanna miss stuff. You know, I guess. Silent thicket.
It's perfectly sharp. Never seen action.
Interesting.
Strange. Not a scratch on it.
Let's see.
They look good as new. Never fired.
So far,
They look like smears.
this looks like it's just been arranged here.
Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
Alright, further in. I mean, how could these guys miss this? These tracks are not even hidden anymore. Yeah, it seems this is going up to the city ruins. Erend? Okay, you're coming. Cool. Okay, let's do a quick save at this campfire, just in case I have nasty surprises out of the sudden that will end my life over here. And
I get why they wanted her to do it. But why fake an ambush?
There's more to this, and we're gonna figure it out.
who knows? Yeah, this goes straight into the city ruins.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Asaram.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
Nope, okay. We're fighting. You're down. Oh. You're down.
Quaking!
Whoop. Miss me with that. You're down. There you go. You're down as well.
Uh-oh. What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Great.
Keep your defenses up!
Let's get the components off. Come on. Get fire arrows. Game. Really? You missed. Missed the dodge again. Oh, come on! Oh, wait, are they freeing? No, it's just two. Get off. Wait, you're down. Okay, hit. Maybe not the time to load. We do have a health potion though. Take it. Let's do a bit of crafting. Thank you. Okay, never mind.
Asaram, not Shadow Karja. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual. Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it.
Sure. We'll do just that. But first, loot. Thank you.
These look like Vanguard weapons. Those rocks, they're shattered. So much blood. What are those leather straps?
Anything else? Is that just a supply crate? And that should be the guys. To loot, supply crate. All good.
There's no blood on them. Ersa's men didn't fight back. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before. Armor straps, cut with a knife, and a rock with blood on it.
And the
A
bloodstains?
lot of people died here. A massacre.
Oh wait, there's more? What did I miss? Bits of leather, weapons, rocks. I'm missing something apparently. What? Oh, how far? Oh, okay. we
Looks
have
like you
that
could
one.
mount some equipment on that thing.
Tripod.
There, by the tripod. A used power cell.
Okay, let's talk with Erend.
This is Ersa's helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but it must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory. But it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ersa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the Vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ersa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough, so it could have been anyone. Even Ersa. Go back to Meridian. take another look at that body. If it's really Ersa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right,
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Sure thing. Right, so this means it was... There's a plot here.
can't be too prepared.
Sensing. And... Okay, meet Erend at the Palace of the Sun. It automatically opened the new one. Right, let's... Can I fast travel? Close by? No, I need to fast travel. The campfire. Only campfire in Meridian. And let's see what's next. Come on, game. Don't keep me loading that long. Alright. Which direction you're telling me? This way.
Genuine craftsmanship. You can't beat it.
Not gonna bother with the merchants. Yeah, I used a couple of potions, but not a lot. We should be fine for now. Well, hello, Lore. I see you. Where are you? You're over here. More to read? Okay, data point, the liberation. The liberation of Meridian. An official account ascribed by the reckoners of the Sun Priests and marked with the emblems of truth by exacting Varan, who witnessed these events. In the 21st year of the 13th Sun King Jiran's reign, the twilight time of his madness, the Sun King's own favorite heir was put to death. The Radiant Cadamon's crime was to demand an end to his father's acts of bloodshed, and his sacrifice set that end in motion. Jiran's second heir, the Radiant Avad, fled Meridian at dusk with his honor guard, soldiers loyal to him over the Sun King. All night they traveled northwards, knowing that come the dawn they would be branded as traitors and marked for death. So it was that when Jiran made proclamation. They had already traveled far, and in time they did reach the edge of the Sun Dome and crossed into Oseram territory. For Avad was canny and planned to negotiate terms with the Oseram. And he knew he had an ally among them, Ersa, a fierce Oseram warrior with whom Avad had a long and unusual history. 2 years earlier, Ersa had been brought to Meridian as a captive, destined for sacrifice. But she survived the Sun Ring, killing 2 Kestrels by her own hand. Thus did she earn the honor of being made a palace slave, and in this role came to know Prince Avad. A rare friendship was formed, and Avad conspired to free his friend, who returned at once to the Oseram homeland. Now desperate for allies, Avad sought out the Oseram he had helped to free. Ersa had ties to the warlords and freebooters who resisted the Red Raids. With Ersa's might and Avad's keen strategy, they could raise a war band and move to overthrow Jiran. And as rightful heir to the throne of the Sun, Avad hoped to inspire many of his people to rebel, so sparing Meridian from a drawn-out war. After months of preparation, Avad and his allies crossed the border and marched on Meridian. As word of their advance spread, many Karja soldiers fled back to the city, laid down their arms, or even joined the liberators. Yet, wise Avad knew that Jiran's faithful would defend Meridian to the last man. even sacrificing the lives of its citizens if it would hold the holy city against siege. He found castles and city guard already set in on the walls, ready to face arrow and shoot. But the Vad's Osram allies had brought new weapons never seen beneath the sun, thundering cannons strong as machines. Avad permitted them to fire their salvos onto the outer walls, bringing many defenders down with great carnage. As the smoke cleared, the liberators attacked in three groups. One scaled the walls beneath the Temple of the Sun, another took to the aqueducts of the palace, while the main force overcame the barricaded city gates with cannon fire. These were the final blasts fired at the holy city, as Avad forbade any further destructions. In the streets, too many scenes of brutality and chaos played out to recount. Among the terrible miasma of blood and smoke, the Sun's Ring slave pits were opened and hundreds spilled out, desperate to escape. Many of Jiran's supporters seized their chance to flee with this flood of unfortunates. The day had turned, and seeing his forces much reduced, the Sun King Jiran ordered his trusted kestrels take Itaman, his sole remaining heir, from the city. Helis, Terror of the Sun, cleaved the path through Meridian from east to west, striking down all in his way, ally and foe alike. The savagery of Helis and his kestrels could not be matched, and so it was that Itaman, his mother, the Dowager Queen Nasadi, and the High Sun priest Bahavas escaped. Avad confronted Jiran in his solarium. He had hoped his father would answer for his crime honorably, but seeing this could not be so, with great anguish he struck him down. As the murder of a true Sun King is an unthinkable act, and surely would plunge the world into shadow, Jiran's death proved that the Sun had renounced his legitimacy. Yes, Sun had turned to shadow on the throne of Meridian, and it was Advard's light that drove the shadow out to the west, where it remains to this day. So was the cycle of things corrected. In this the first year of the reign of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad. Okay. Glad we found that one. Now which direction was it? Okay. Straight ahead. And apparently more lore. I wonder if these ones appeared now or did I miss them? Okay, data point. The Mad Sun King. I'll only have like 5 more data points to this. Okay, it should be a bit shorter, I guess. And it goes like this. The reign of the Mad Sun King. Be warned, reader, that as a true account of the Mad Sun King Jiran's act, these glyphs are blotted in blood. Truly, the savagery is committed can barely be recounted, so pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and to the teller of these tales. You will learn of the grievous wounds inflicted on foreign lands in the reaping of sacrifice, the Red Raids. For the Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village, so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and be harder pressed to field fighting men on the next raid. The Utaru, who sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest, the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Against the Oseram, the Terror of the Sun piled the corpses of their fallen up to the walls of their villages so his kestrels might clamber upon the dead to enter. And in the valley of the barbarian Nora, terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensued that the trees were dropped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read of the Mad King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unsated. Within are accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun Ring, listed in such detail you might think they reported by their own chattering skulls, once piled outside the city gates. Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre of the Hunter's Lodge. Reading these accounts, you might imagine yourselves among its brave hawks as they fought to the last, blooding the sand from dawn till dusk, or perhaps in the crowds as the loosed behemoths careened through the stands with the crashing of wood and bone. All this crazed bloodletting did the mad Sun King take in with his pitiless gaze. Indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. Yes, fair-haired Kadaman of the Dawn's Rising, so degraded and doomed from the crime of standing against his father. Such a true and complete account of the mad Sun King Jiran's miseries cannot be found in the history's annals or heard from the reckoners of the Sun Priests. It is with a heavy heart that I scribe these events, leaving out no shocking detail, but my debt is to history and to you, brave reader. Right, more and more about the Sun King. Now what? No, not this. Is it up above? Oh no. That was a bit out of the way. Right, guys, let me in.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Murad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King, where we should be without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor of him. Unpleasant, but that's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you, the machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
And apparently there's loot somewhere. There's a VOD and a Erend. Actually, not loot. More lore. I suppose maybe it's gonna be.
Passed by some outlander woman? Unacceptable. I've been here for 2 hours, and this Nora goes to the front of the line.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
True. Right, where is the
What's the Sun King?
lore?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Let's meet with the king first. Hopefully I can walk around.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ersa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ersa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ersa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Derval.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ersa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Murad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
So, what's with the relationship between you and Ersa?
It sounds like Ersa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ersa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
What about Derval?
Who is Derval exactly?
To understand Derval, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram. Derval fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Derval's wife and daughter and sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
Oh, okay. But then why kidnap Ersa?
So, why would Derval go to so much trouble to kidnap Ersa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Derval has spent every moment since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies, I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
So, what else can you tell me about on the eclipse though?
The killers who attacked the Nora. I've discovered that they're a faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient weapons, machines that corrupt and control other machines. They want to use them to strike Meridian.
What you're saying echoes reports I've received from Murad, a Shadow Karja splinter group. Corrupted machines across the land. When will this attack come, do you know?
I'm not exactly sure.
Then we will do what we can to prepare. But in the meantime, Ersa is my highest priority. Please, help me find her.
Can I ask some questions about the Karja Sundom though?
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
Right. What about becoming the Sun King?
They call you a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Right, I want to know more about this palace.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
Okay. What about Karja and Oseram?
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ersa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the Claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ersa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Derval, will never let go of their venom.
And the Shadow Karja?
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ersa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ersa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
Okay, that's enough of my questions for now. I guess we better get moving.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ersa.
Who says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Will do. Right. There is lore out here. Founding of Meridian. And then we have you guys over here. Talk to Erend. Talk to Murad. What I'm going to do actually. Okay, we have the Sun Kings and Founding of Meridian. I'm just gonna take these ones, not gonna select them, so I know for next time, because not sure how long they are for reading, and I don't wanna have this episode that long. And oh, Peachcliff, where we defended that settlement from the Glint Hawks. Knew that was familiar, the name. Anywho, I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. I'm gonna continue next time. Next time we're gonna read what we just got in terms of lore, talk more with Erend and Murad, see if we can get more answers or more lore in that matter, and then we're gonna continue with the quest. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys, and as always, don't forget to take care.